What's up, my Dajaybie squad? It's your girl Kila Dajay, and today I'm back at it again with another video. Feeling happy, blessed, and beautiful as always. And today I am back at it again with another video. As you guys can see, I just want to say to you guys, thank you so much for letting me hit my milestone. We are literally on a roll as far as growing. Dajaybie squad, doing this dang thing. Very happy. So I thought that I would give you guys a special treat. I know you guys tend to like my girl talks or whatever, so I wrote down some things in my handy dandy book that I'm going to be going over, talking to you guys about. Before we get into this video or whatever, make sure to follow me over here on my social medias. I post daily stories of what I'm eating, where I'm going, all that juicy stuff. And I also post my Instagram pictures weekly, so you guys will get something new every week. I'm gonna be looking real good, real cute, period. I'm also on TikTok, but all of these links are in the description box below. So if you want to follow me, then go and click those links, and you can, you know, subscribe, follow your girl, whatever you want to do. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well, and that bell button, so you get a notification every single time I post a video. And please subscribe to this channel, because you know we're lit, you know we have some banging content, and you know there's nowhere else to go but up from here. So let's do it. Okay guys, so basically this video, I'm just going to talk to you guys how to boost your confidence, okay? That's what we're going to talk about. That's going to be the topic. I get a lot of people literally asking me, how do I boost my confidence and all that. I have different subjects all up in that category. Okay, so the first thing would be insecurities. So like, for an example, say if there's something that you don't like about yourself, or you're not totally in love with, or you have a birthmark, or whatever the case may be, you really need to learn how to love your insecurities. That might sound weird, but when it comes to insecurities, I feel like that is kind of like the main core when it comes to being confident and all of that. You really have to get over that to really go over the hump. What I decided to do was kind of hone those insecurities and just embrace you. You know, like me, I've always had big eyes, but now since I embraced it, I always like put more makeup on my eyes to kind of enhance it. I kind of forced myself to get out of my comfort zone. So it's little things like that that you may notice, but other people will not notice. They won't notice at all. Like, I think it's really like something that we just kind of put in our mind of, as girls too, that we put in our mind to kind of think, oh, you know, like we have bumps here, oh my gosh, people are gonna see it, I'm freaking out, like, oh my gosh. And you're walking down the hallway like this, like all that extra stuff. We cannot be perfect. No one's perfect. We all have flaws, or whatever you want to call it. We really do. Like, nobody is perfect at all. Love myself without makeup, without a wig, without anything on, without the clothes. I think whatever makes you feel comfortable in your own skin, and whatever makes you feel good, you should definitely take that into consideration and definitely change it if that's gonna make you be less paranoid or make you feel better about yourself. So for me, I think that is really a good idea if that's something you want to do. Really like crazy topic, or topic that's really trending, especially for women, is makeup. I feel like there is a lot of, I feel like females, girls, women that might wear makeup to try to cover up insecurities or whatever the case, put it on, whatever the case may be. I want you guys to know something. The wig, the makeup, the hair, whatever you want to call it, is coming off at the end of the day. It's all coming off. The clothes, the pants that you put on to kind of, you know, show your curves even though you don't have any, all of that. Everything that you put on that morning is going to come off, and at the end of the day, when you take all of that stuff off and you look in the mirror, you really have to be okay with what you see. Because if you're not okay with what you see, then that can lead to other issues. So I feel like if you want to wear makeup, some people just wear makeup because, hey, it makes them feel good. You know, they're like, haha, look at me, who is she? Like, I'm wearing the Tiffany wig today. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is fine. But if you're doing it to like literally cover up everything, and then when you take it off you're depressed and sad until you put your makeup on, that's really not good, sweetie. Like, not good. Like, please just love yourself, please. But I'm saying it like it's the easiest thing in the world to literally be like, oh, you know, let me just be confident now, like it's just gonna happen. It takes forever to really get there and to really be okay with yourself. For me, it's almost like a workout routine, right? So it's like you're working out or whatever, and it takes you a while to get on a certain routine. Like, you have to keep doing it to build whatever you're trying to build, and that is just how confidence works. It takes you a while to get there, and you have to keep working at it to really get that confidence. So I'm not saying that it's gonna be something easy for you to do, but start little. You know, maybe, you know, if you don't like your eyes, or you don't like your hair or whatever, or you don't like your skin or whatever, maybe don't wear makeup for a day, maybe don't wear a wig for a day. You know, like, you have to really push yourself out of your comfort zone. Like, cause Dajaybie, okay, I know I'd be stuck in my ways. You can't help it. Like, sometimes you just look so good or whatever the case may be, and then you take all this stuff off and you're like, oh dang, shoot, like I totally forgot. But that sometimes just happens. But you have to reel yourself back and really realize that that's not actually you, this is reality. So you have to kind of get okay, or be okay with reality. Like, be okay with reality. That's really all that it is. Okay, so another thing that we tend to do a lot as females is we literally, I'm not speaking for everybody, it might just be some people, but we literally go to Instagram, look at other people for examples of how we want to look, be like, whatever the case may be. You can't do that. I personally feel like if you're not in a space with yourself where you feel confident in yourself, then it's probably not a good idea to go on Instagram, like certain people's Instagram, and try to pick, oh, I wish I had that, oh, I wish I had her hair, oh, I wish I had this and that. Because that, one, can depress you, totally can depress you. Two, it just gives you even more insecurities because you're looking at other people and trying to make yourself like them. And guys, you have to realize that half of these pictures that you see on Instagram, half of these things that you see in thumbnails are edited. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are edited. Now, hey, like, if you still want to look that way, even the edited version, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, I really don't. But at the same time, you have to realize that half of these pictures are edited. I remember growing up before I became a YouTuber, and literally would go onto Instagram and be like, oh, I wish I had this, oh, I wish I had that, and I would just be freaking out. And then when I actually got into being a YouTuber and, you know, Instagram and all that good stuff, I literally realized that there's so much editing that goes on. Editing with lighting, editing with some people filter their face. Me, I don't filter my face because I want to look natural in my pictures, but some people put a filter on and put a makeup filter on and switch the lighting and dye their hair a different color, all that crazy stuff. I don't know, but that's just some things that they do. And when you see that and then you have insecurities with yourself, you start to be like, oh, I want to be like that, but you don't realize that's an edited picture. So it's kind of like you can't go by that. You just be yourself, embrace what you have, embrace what you got. Because listen, there's someone else out there that wishes that either had your hair or your eyes or your skin tone, whatever the case may be. So many situations in the world that different people are going through different things, whether it's being sick or diseases or whatever it may be. And so for me, I just really came to the conclusion of, while I'm here picking myself apart, there's somebody else that doesn't have a choice. So you really have to come to the conclusion and just be grateful for what you have. Really another thing that I've absolutely started to do with myself is spending time with myself. I'm telling you, it's the best thing ever. I don't know what it is, but literally what I do is I light a candle, I get some junk food, whatever the case may be, put on a movie, sit down, watch the movie, eat my junk food with my wig off, with my makeup off, everything off, and just have some quality time. I have some quality time with myself, and I've just learned that it really does help me, and it really does give me that time to kind of relax, be in my space, get away from people, and do my own thing. So if that, maybe if you are a people person, whatever the case may be, maybe you go out, treat yourself to a shopping spree, you go out and have some dinner with yourself, you know, at a restaurant or whatever. Treat yourself. That is important. Treat yourself. And that's really it. Like, you just want to treat yourself and just love yourself, date yourself, all around and about, if that's what you want to call it. Okay, so this is a topic that I probably covered in another video, so I'm not going to really spend crazy amount of time on it, but this is definitely important. So letting go what other people think about you is something that was very tricky for me, but I coped with it and I did it. So I'm going to tell you how to do it. Basically, this can be really difficult depending on the person. Like, if it's someone, a stranger, or someone that you really don't care about, then at that point it's kind of just like, girl bye, boy bye, whatever the case may be. Like, I really don't care what you have to say at all. But if it's someone that's really important to you, a boyfriend, a family member, a best friend, or whatever, I don't know, whatever, right? You really can't care about what they think about you. That's just like the end all be all. Like, you really can't. Like, you, and this comes in with confidence. You have to be confident that your decision that you make for yourself is the right one. It comes into different things. So it could be someone that's just judging you and they're like, you shouldn't do this, blah blah. You shouldn't care what they think at the end of the day. Like, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. You're gonna put on the big girl panties, okay? You're gonna go and make that decision, and it's your life, it's your decision, and they're just gonna have to get over their little weights. You start to look in people for advice, as in, like, what shoes should I wear today, or blah blah, or vice versa, or whatever like that. I feel like that kind of gets tricky because it can turn really quick into where you have to ask them for advice. Like, where it's kind of like, I can't make a decision by myself, so I have to call my friend, I have to call my mom or whatever and ask her what shoe, and then she picks it, and it's like, okay, you always go with what they say. And I feel like that's really plays into confidence and just knowing that a decision that you make is always going to be the right decision for you, because as females we have an internal gut feeling. So if it's not the decision for you, it's a bad situation, bad idea, bad whatever the case may be, not shoes or whatever, but you guys get what I'm saying, like bad situation or whatever. I feel like you follow your gut, don't ask for people, don't ignore that gut, honey boo boo, and that's just what it is. But if it has something to do with shoes or something like that, then it's kind of like, you can ask your friend, that's fine, but I feel like that's a way, like I used to do that all the time, but I feel like I got out of that. I really pushed myself out of that and really started to lead myself, trust myself, be confident in my own shell, and really be like, you know what, no, I think that those are better, or whatever the case may be. It's like little things to me. Like, I don't know, it's like little things to me. This might sound totally dumb, but it's like little things to me. I think that's just important, just to know that the decision that you make for yourself most of the time is always the right decision, so just go with it. So a big issue is getting into relationships to try to fill that insecurity void. So listen, as you guys know, I'm not dating, don't have a boyfriend, don't want to, but it doesn't mean I haven't before. I feel like when you're insecure about yourself, you try to find someone to kind of fill that void. Say for an example, if an insecurity is you feel like someone's gonna leave you, or whatever the case may be, like that, or you feel like lonely, or just you don't love yourself, your self-worth isn't there, whatever the case may be. I feel like sometimes us as females, definitely, we tend to go and try to find that in a relationship, and the relationship doesn't work out, of course, because I feel like if you don't know yourself, the relationship's not going to work out. That's why I said to you guys in the beginning, you have to date yourself. That way you know yourself. You have to be comfortable with yourself. That means your insecurities have to be in check, and you have to know who you are as a person. Because if you don't know any of those things and you go and hop into a relationship, that's just going to be destructive, totally destructive. Because you're going to go into the relationship, you're going to be insecure about absolutely everything, even when it's not a big deal. You get what I'm saying? Even when it's not a big deal. And then on top of that, it's kind of like you just want to not lose yourself in a relationship. All these things play together, you know. Like, if you don't know yourself like that, you're gonna lose yourself in the relationship. You're gonna get into the relationship, you know what I'm saying, and then 2 years later be like, what the heck happened? It's just a lot that goes on into relationships. So don't go into a relationship trying to fill no voids, okay? Deal with that stuff by yourself. I'm being real. I'm being heart to heart with my Dajaybie right now, okay? Just get your stuff together before you go and become a one with somebody else. Because if your stuff isn't together and you don't have that confidence level, your insecurities aren't in check, then it really can go bad. Another thing that I tend to do, or that I just started to do, is I actually purchased a book. As you guys know, I literally have a whole calendar book. I think I showed you in my school video, but I have a whole calendar book. It literally has planner, like a whole big planner of when I'm gonna post videos, what videos I'm gonna do, when I'm gonna post them, all that extra stuff. Now, I got a new planner for 2021, and there was a section inside of it, because I'm pre-planning events, right? But there was a section inside of it that actually listed what you like about yourself, and I thought that was actually really cool. So if you don't have a planner like that, that's cool. You can make yourself a section, or you can just write it down on a piece of paper. But what I like to do, and what I've been doing, is I've been writing down things that I absolutely love about myself. I've been leaving out physical appearances. I know some people might, you know, say, oh, I'm writing a list about what I love about myself, or whatever the case may be, and then they write, you know, they love their eyes, they love their hair, their body, or whatever the case may be. But me, I just try to leave image out of it and really focus about what I love about myself inside. And that is, I love that I'm a loyal friend to people. I love that I'm a very genuine person at heart. I love that I stand up for myself. I love that my insecurities are in check. Okay, don't have no insecurities here. Really staying strong with that. I really love that I'm being me 100%. You have to write down things that you love about yourself, and things that you can go and look back on and be like, wow, like I really love myself. It kind of reminds you, you know, it gives you like a nice clear reminder. And then me, I do it every month, so it's kind of like I'll write something new every month. So I'll kind of go back and I'll just see how much I'm growing, and how much, you know, that's just what I did, how much I'm growing, how much self-worth or whatever you want to call it is going up. Okay, you have to remind yourself. And if that's, you know, writing stuff on stickies like good morning beautiful or whatever like that, some people might think it's conceited. Me, I think it's cool. I think it's a reminder. If you guys need more extreme like reminders, then I think it would probably be a good idea to write it on a piece of paper and look at it every morning, or, you know, do something that reminds you the good qualities about yourself, and focus more on the good qualities about yourself than the bad qualities about yourself. Okay, so another thing that might be really hard for some of us women is setting boundaries with family members or friends. And the reason I say this is because standing up for yourself, like I just listed, is a very big deal. It plays a big part into your confidence. Standing up for yourself is like someone standing up for you. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you know what, at the end of the day, you're disrespecting me, so I have to check you. Either at the end of the day, you don't know boundaries, so I need to put a line there so you can see it. That's what you have to do. If that is someone contacting you and asking you to come over late at night, and you really don't want to hang out, or you don't want to talk that night, or, you know, you don't want to hang out with a certain person or whatever, then you literally have to open up your mouth and say, no, I really don't feel like, you know, hanging out with a certain person, or, you know, doing this today. Maybe we can do it another day. You really have to stand up for yourself, because if you don't stand up for yourself and all of that, other people will tend to walk over you. So you don't want to be mean. You definitely don't want to be mean. That's not what I'm telling you. Don't be being extra, but you do want to set boundaries so people know how far to go with you. Now, another thing that is important is setting goals for yourself. Like I said, I write a list every single month of things that I love about myself, and beside that list, I also write another list of goals that I want to achieve that month. If that's 2 or 1, don't go crazy with the goals. Don't go crazy with the goals. Don't do all that extra stuff, because if you go crazy with the goals, then it's kind of like at the end of the month, when you look at it, you start to get depressed. So just do 2 a month. That's what I do, or 1 a month, however much you want, 3 at the most. But most of the time I do 2 goals that I really want to meet. If that's being consistent on YouTube, or eating healthier, or working out, whatever the case may be, you definitely want to set goals for yourself. 1, because it pushes you out your comfort zone. 2, because it kind of gives you motivation. It gives you a push. You don't want to be comfortable. You absolutely don't want to be comfortable. If you're comfortable in your situation right now, or whatever you're doing, get out of that situation and start a new one. Because I'm telling you, you don't want to be comfortable with, you know, whatever you're doing. That's definitely something that you don't want to do. So setting goals is a really good idea, and really smart way to stay on top of it. For me, I really needed to distract myself from myself, because I was really just putting everything in me, and really just focusing on me and stressing out and all that extra stuff. So if that's maybe doing a hobby, like my hobby, or not my hobby, it's my job, YouTube, but you know, my hobby, I guess you can say, is dance. So for me, I did dance classes, and I did acting classes, theater, singing classes, whatever the case may be, you can definitely do that. Something, a sport, something to take your mind off of what you are thinking about yourself. And then it also gives you kind of something else to really look at and be like, wow, I have a talent, or wow, I have a skill. I can play soccer good, I can play basketball good. It gives you that time to really figure out what you want to do in life, what you want to do later. And then it also gives you a positive outlook, because you're looking at this like, wow, I have something good about myself, something that I love about myself, something that I really want to do. And hey, like, I think that helps, you know, just putting yourself in something, doing something. If that is YouTube, if you want to become a YouTuber, or if you want to just do YouTube on the side or whatever, then just do that. Like, it distracts you from life, it distracts you, it has you do something. And I think that is also a really good idea to do. But I don't want to talk your ears off. I know you guys been here for a while or whatever, but like I said, if you guys want more videos like this, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe button in the description box below so you can become a part of the Dajaybie squad. Thank you, members that subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I should have said this in the beginning, but my name's Kila Dajay. I post every Thursday and Friday, so stay tuned. And like I said, thank you for being a new Dajaybie member. But if you guys want more content like this, please comment that down in the description box below with all my social medias, and go and follow me. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye. I'ma turn off all my phones. You know I hate it when I'm not on red, but I get all up.